And me, the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about the blessings coming forward for you in 2023 from your ancestors. So thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. You can find all that information on my new website. The link, along with all my social media links, is down in my description box below. All right, so your psychic linking object is going to be one of these three cards. I'm going to be pulling as I go. So yeah, so let's get into the cards and I'll show them to you up close. We also have three crystals here as well. The first group is Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacles. And your crystal is going to be Turquoise. Group 2, your card is Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Group 2, your crystal is Sunstone. Group 3, your card is Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Your crystal is Tiger's Eye. So I will insert a video with a little bit of backing music and you guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here from your ancestors. So just go with your own internal guidance, and I will see you beautiful magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys. Hey, Group 1, all of you that were drawn to the turquoise stone and the Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. This is going to be your message from your ancestors, all about the blessings coming forward for you in 2023. Oops. There we go. All right. So first thing I want to do is, let's pull a card from the Making Magic Oracle deck. I believe that's what this is called. The ancestors are guiding me to this deck for you guys. Now, what I'm getting from the ancestors, which I have made an offering to the ancestors for this reading. They came forward to me about a week ago, actually, saying they wanted to do a reading. So that's what we're doing. And they're saying that this turquoise here, for many of you, you have indigenous, Native American, or indigenous ancestors. The turquoise is sacred to many tribes and many different indigenous people. And if you don't know the meaning of the stone, you're encouraged to go look it up. That is your breadcrumb for your spiritual growth for 2023, or at least one of them. Okay, the card that came out for you is air. Work with the element of air to see the truth. Okay, overcome any obstacles. All right, tell me more about this situation for Group 1. Tell me more. The blessings of truth coming forward for Group 1. The blessings of truth. Tell me more. I keep getting drawn to, okay, spirit. Heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Your ancestors are coming through very strongly for you, Group 1. You may be feeling like you're in an impossible situation right now. It could be related to money or health. Is something foundational within your lower chakra complex. I'm feeling like there is scarring there. For some of you, there's cracking, there's anxiety and grief. You're very worried and concerned. And, you know, that's perfectly understandable with the climate of the planet. We are going through a major shift, and with the shift, with the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another, we often have a loss. So there may be some difficulties financially you're going through, and that's because we're shifting energy. Okay, we have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Okay, so you're going to be overcoming a major obstacle in 2023. I hear a lot of people saying for this group, there's no way. That's why we're calling it a miracle, honey. That's why it's called a miracle, because you don't see your way. Listen, I understand this. In 2022, I overcame some major obstacles in my life. So I know it's possible even when you believe it's not possible, okay? I know the law of attraction. I know how it works. And I know a lot of people will tell you, well, if you don't believe it can happen, it can't happen. But I'll tell you what, if you make movements forward, even though in your mind you're like, I don't know how this is going to unfold, I have no idea, but I'm going to keep working towards it. I'm telling you, the universe, your ancestors, your guides, they'll make a path for you. Okay, I'm hearing special dispensation for Group 1, special dispensation. All right. Parasite. Okay, you're going to see the truth about some parasitic energy that's in your life. Tell me more, ancestors. Tell me more for Group 1. What do they need to know about this parasite? I feel a lot of pain in my heart chakra right now, like it's radiating through my body, a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling heartbreak here. We have black flower fragrance in reverse. I feel like someone hasn't been truthful about who they are with you. This could be a partner. It could be at work. It could be within your family line. For some of you guys, this has to do with family trauma. It could be generational trauma. It could be finally seeing the truth of a situation. Sometimes when we have deep-seated family trauma or betrayals that seem to pattern in families, seeing the truth is absolutely a game changer. Sometimes we don't allow ourselves to see the truth because it is so deeply painful. And I feel like for the last few years, you've been preparing for this truth. And many, you often hear the truth will set you free. And honey, it is so true. The truth of this situation is going to give you the motivation to go forward in a kind of truth you've never experienced before. You're going to know the level of strength you have. You're going to know how to move. You're going to have clarity. You may not always feel like you have the way, but you will have the strength. okay? And allow your ancestors to guide you. Ask them for help. I feel them gathering around the table as I speak here. These are the group of ancestors that came to me last week and were like, Amy, we need you to do this reading because there are things that need to be said. You are important, you guys. There's a major shift happening in group 1 for 2023, and they want you to know that you are not alone. We have artificial heart. Okay, feeling a couple different things with artificial heart. Some of you guys have been living in a projected mask for safety. I understand this. Some of you guys have had someone in your life be completely fake with you. Maybe this is a marriage where there isn't real love here. You know it, you feel it, and there's fear. There's fear of letting go. Change is frightening, okay? And this feels like an internal change that will radiate outwardly. And what I'm getting with these two symbols here, as above, so below. Okay, as within, so without. Okay, I think you guys, where this is trauma, so there's a couple of stories here. This could be trauma related, or this is a relationship that the emotion isn't there. It's not emotionally fulfilling, and someone's wearing a mask. Someone's parasiting off your energy. In either scenario, I'm hearing like parasitic energy. Someone's feeding off of you. Keeping someone's dirty secrets is a parasitic situation. Okay, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and I'm sorry that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with it. Okay. I'm seeing like a group of indigenous ancestors around the table, and I see them weeping for your pain. But you were chosen to do this within your generational line. You were chosen. I'm seeing a Mayan temple, and I'm seeing great chiefs with headdress, majorly beautiful headdresses, like climbing what looks like to me like a Mayan or Aztec type temple. It looks like a pyramid, like the pyramid of the sun. And these great beings are in tears over this generational curse that you have been chosen to break. Because you are extremely strong, and there are huge amounts of blessings coming forward for you because of this. You have been working on this probably for a few years, okay? And before you incarnated, first of all, you're a very wise soul, okay? And I've said this in my last couple of readings where I've mentioned people who are generational, pattern breakers, curse breakers, whatever you want to call us. It's an extremely heavy yoke to carry, and I don't throw it around lightly, okay? I know that it creates a situation where you're often isolated because you no longer want to be toxic, either with your extended family or those close to you. So many times you're cutting off people, and a lot of times people have cut you off because of your own toxic behavior, and you're left alone. And in that moment is great strength because you're no longer fulfilling other people's expectations of you. You are free to be who you truly are without the chains of expectations and masks. They're all ripped away. You see your own ugly and you see your own beauty. And the reward is you get to be your authentic self. You get to walk in the truth of who you are and create a life for yourself that is authentically yours and not an impression, not an expectation that someone else has for you. It's very powerful. Okay, so I am going to be using this Dream Discernment deck from the Abyss Tarot. This is one of the decks that she sent to me, and the ancestors have guided me to use this deck for this reading. That's too many. It's too many cards. And there's some interesting questions in this deck, and I feel guided to use it. So here we go. Here's the first question. First of all, the symbol that we have is hairbrush. Are you taking the time to sort through the small details more closely? Interesting. I'm going to say, as someone who has been through trauma, and I have been healing trauma for a couple of years, um, there's power in the details of your story. You may not think so, and for a long time I was like, I don't want to know the details. Spare me the details. This is one thing I don't want to know the details about, but the details of your story is important, be it a lover who is betraying you and cheating on you in some way, be it emotionally, physically, or they just don't love you or you just don't love them. Or this is trauma from like a family line. The details are important because those things that you think are small are actually big details, because usually it's the things that hurt you the most are the things that you want to say are small details, So pay attention to that, okay? We have skunk. Are you feeling guilt for having to defend yourself from someone you didn't want to? Aw. I get this. There's a sense of betrayal here. Like, having to defend yourself from someone who's supposed to love you, and want the best for you and be your biggest cheerleader, someone who you felt safe with, you felt vulnerable with, and now you've moved into a position where you feel like you have to defend yourself or stand up for yourself, and that's a good question to ask yourself. Who in your life have you had to defend yourself against? Who makes you feel small? Who makes you feel unsafe? What about them makes you feel unsafe? Are those projections of your own fear? Or are those that fear feeling, is that coming from a deeper place? This is a good question for 2023 for you guys. It's about safety. It's about security. We have porcupine. Are you looking out for yourself from someone's psychological and emotional harm towards you? It's hard to come to terms with someone abusing you, be it emotional, physical, sexual, mentally. For me personally, in my own journey with trauma and abuse, I ran from the label of being a victim. I am the Gen X generation and we were taught, mental illness wasn't really talked about, and, don't be a victim, don't be a victim. Well, I'm here to tell you that I didn't really start to heal until I took on the label of victim, and I understood that I truly was a victim. For me, it was profoundly powerful because I was in denial for most of my life. I refused to label myself. And it's not a label. It's a true happening. Like when someone hurts you, it's such a deep level, you are a victim. And that, that label of being a victim has been labeled as something that makes you weak. It takes strength to say, yes, I was a victim of whatever abuse it be it, from a partner who cheats on you and betrays you and misuses your trust, or as a young person who is abused in whatever kind of way. It was powerful for me to say, yes, I am a victim of this. I am a victim of that. It's not a victim mentality. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's not like I'm playing victim. There is no play. You are what you are. And it doesn't mean you stay there. It means it's part of your life experience. And to proclaim by all these people that, being a victim isn't a good thing. No, it's part of your journey. And I feel the anger of these ancestors saying, you know what? You have been a victim. And it's okay for you to say that. It's okay for you to proclaim that. It took me a long time for me to say, that I was a victim and to wear it and not be ashamed of it. Not like it made me weak. I was taken advantage of as a very small child. I had no ability to defend myself. And even if you were taken advantage of as a 30-year-old adult, it doesn't matter. there's no shame in being a victim. Don't let people shame your victimhood. You have a right to be angry. You have a right to feel sad. Your emotions are valid and true, and they are the language of your soul. And it's good for you to acknowledge them. And if you need help this year, please go seek it. That's what it's there for. Your ancestors deeply want you to heal. And you may feel a little bit like a hermit this year. Okay? You may feel like you're kind of like hidden away a little bit. It's okay. People think being a hermit is a bad thing. Like, oh, you're a loner. You're going to be alone forever, blah, blah, blah. I will tell you, as someone who lives kind of a hermited life, because I have, my autoimmune disease kind of forces that and everything else. But you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about yourself, about how strong you are. You learn about your weaknesses, your strengths. You learn who you really are. And you form a relationship with your authentic self. You get comfortable in your skin. I can tell you this truth, that through 2022, I learned more about who I really am. I am more comfortable being on camera, doing my readings, because I'm no longer afraid of who I am, which makes it easier for me to be who I really am in front of people. I had what I would call almost like a curse that kept me triggered every time I was on camera, because trigger warning, okay? A lot of my, not a lot, it feels like a lot, but some of my abuse was recorded, okay? So I was triggered. Every time I saw my face, I was triggered. And I kept doing that over and over until I was no longer triggered. Now, that was my way of coping. I'm not saying it's the healthiest, but I'm a little intense, you guys. So, and through some really deep shadow work, deep healing, I've been able to overcome that, and now the feelings I have when I'm filmed are different. They're different. They're not about triggering trauma. They're more about like how weird it is to see myself like this. It's not as triggering. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, you'll heal. You'll move through things. It won't be easy. It's not easy because many of you who resonate with this stack have been doing this work. But 2023 is going to be a turning point for you, a major turning point. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. It's the Ace of Wands from the Angel Tarot. Fertility, multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. The patient God, Omel. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This isn't going to rush in, okay? This healing, I want you to understand that healing takes time. And if you try to rush yourself through the process, you actually block yourself. I tried. Listen, I tried to heal from the outside in. I tried every kind of healing except the healing that I needed, and that is internal. We heal from the inside out. And you can try to run from it. You can try to do it the wraparound way, but you're always going to be brought back to that point where it's your internal world. There are tears that you need to cry. There's anger. There is rage that you need to feel. There's probably people, places, and things that you either have let go of or you need to. Then it's going to get down to thought patterns, how you think about yourself, how you view the world, how you view others. You'll begin to see in clarity, it's almost like your ancestors, your angels, your God forms, it's almost like you're pulled out to a degree of your thoughts, and you're able to see them from a different perspective as you heal, and you're able to see how those thoughts have blocked you up, like the mechanisms of your psychology begins to kind of pop through, and you understand how you are only able to see yourself in this shade of light. But as you move through the healing, the light grows and you're able to see yourself and the gears of your psychology and, your mental state, your emotional state in the light. And you'll be able to see, oh, there's more. There's more possibility for me. There's different ways to deal with this. There's different resources. Oh, I can do this differently. There'll be answers to these questions. There'll be victories along the way. I'm not reading reversals, by the way. 7 of Pentacles. I'm not going to try to pronounce this angel's name. The lovely God. Discernment. General prosperity. The deliverance of prisoners. Well, I want to cry. This is a get out of jail free card. These things that have held you back, these obstacles for the Rhino spirit are going to be removed. But it doesn't mean it's just going to be like, boom. This is going to be removed by hard work. Okay, this is deep. This question, are you looking out for yourself from someone's psychological or emotional harm towards you? Let me read it again. Are you looking out for yourself from someone's psychological and emotional harm towards you? That question. That's a deep question. That sets you free. Who is trying to harm you? Who makes you feel unsafe? After you talk to somebody, how do you feel? How do people make you feel by what they say? Whose words are harmful? Who is always making you feel less than? Those are good questions to ask yourself. Page of Cups. God who rejoices, divine comfort, gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. You're very protected in this process, okay? A lot of you guys are worried about money and stability, okay? And 2023 may feel rocky, but I want you to move through the year knowing you're protected, okay? You're very protected. You have a lot of ancestors around you. I'm seeing ancestors from Egypt, I always seem to pull on Tibet and Asia. I'm getting ancestors from, I want to say Braxton. Where is that? I don't even know where that is. It's ancient. It's old. It's like I want to say it's in the area of like England or Braxton. Is it Germanic? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. I'm overanalyzing that. Okay. You're going to have a lot of reasons to rejoice. I think a lot of the rejoicing, though, is going to come at the second part of the year, towards the end of next year, okay? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot for you to be working on. You're going to be working on a lot of things. Seven of Pentacles. You're going to be sowing some seeds here, all right? And you may get impatient. You may get frustrated because things aren't going as quickly as you like. Okay, Pentacles are slow energy. But I feel with the Ace of Wands, I feel a blessing of inspiration to keep going, okay? And I feel like as long as you lean into your spiritual practice, your ancestors, what I'm hearing is they will give you the energy and inspiration to keep going, but you need to interact with them, whatever it is for you. Okay, if it's your ancestors, I encourage you to interact on a monthly basis. Give them offering or have a picture of them, have whatever represents them, offer them tobacco or offer them wine or whatever you feel guided to, because every culture has their own thing, and I would never want to tell you how to give offering to your ancestors. You go with what you feel proper or guided to do. Okay, I'm just saying your ancestors want to interact with you more often. They want to bring in blessings for you. But I feel like some of you guys need your ancestors in your energy more. They need to be a part of your life. And some of these ancestors are like from thousands of years ago. Okay, thousands of years ago. And some of them have passed over in the last 3 to 5 years. So there's big difference here in the ancestors that I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on ancestral medicine women and medicine men and medicine people as well. No reversals. We have the King of Wands. God, the merciful judge. Eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. What I'm getting here is that when you are having moments of doubt, when you are afraid, when your anxiety is getting the best of you, talk to your ancestors. Okay. That's when they're going to be most helpful. That's when they're going to give you energy. That's when they are going to be like, yes, we can help you. This is something we can do. We can help pick your energy up. If you need clarity, ask them for clarity because they will absolutely give it to you. Okay. But you have to ask. They will not interfere without your permission. That's not how ancestors work. Okay. I feel like by the end of the year, if you will observe a monthly kind of interaction with them, you will find your life becomes more peaceful. The obstacles seem to kind of like, what I'm seeing is like obstacles kind of like melting, like boulders, like getting smaller. Like they may seem large, but with the power of your ancestors, the mountain becomes an anthill. They seem to shrink because you know that your ancestors can help you see the way over. So the mountain no longer is an impasse. You know what I mean? Impassable. Okay. And we have the sun. I can't pronounce that word. Vilifying God, deifying. If you can pronounce it, let me know. Okay. All right. We have restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies. I don't know why I said tables. Rabies and wild beasts. So very protected. Okay. Lots of positivity coming through for you, group one. It may not feel it because this is a heavy read because you have heavy energy. It's what you're dealing with. It's the reality of your life, okay? So you're very protected. There's a lot of good things coming for you, all right? But it's just important that you honor yourself and honor your ancestors. Honor how far you've come. Honor your victories, like you've had some, and when you have small victories, thank your ancestors. Thank the God forms. Thank the energies. Have gratitude. Some of you guys may just once a month need to thank your ancestors for the blessings you receive because you are getting some wish fulfillment. We have bring a gentle touch, dear spirit. We have the abundant universe will provide. Okay. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like I want to know specifically what is the wish fulfillment? What is this wish fulfillment with the abundant universe will provide? What is the wish fulfillment? Time to shine. Creates an energetic residence for golden opportunities. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that through all this healing, there's going to be an opportunity that comes up. It feels like career. It feels like money. Okay, and it's because by the end of the year, a lot of you guys are going to have this very shiny energy because you've cleared a lot of gunk out of your life, a lot of your blocks, because you're leaning into like your ancestors, those that came before you, and you're allowing them to kind of interact with you more. Your intuition is popping and you're beginning to really follow your intuition. You're living a more connected life. You're beginning to understand how deeply we are connected to our ancestors. You're aware of the guardians around you. You're aware of the miraculous energy of life. And I feel like because you're moving more in flow, there will be an opportunity that will be revealed to you. This may be something where you feel guided to like switch your job, start a side hustle. If you've been working on a side hustle for a while, you may see that the gate opens up for you to have like an abundance come through for that business or that job or that opportunity. You may graduate with honors or something like that. It's going to be different for different people, but there's definitely a blessing of an opportunity that your ancestors really want to bring forward for you. So the key here though for you, group one, is that it's time for you to interact more with your ancestors. Okay. They want to help you heal, and they want to help guide you to a more abundant future in 2023. All right. Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you'd like to hear more readings like this one, leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you, beautiful magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Subscribe. Hey, group two, all of you that were drawn to the Sunstone Crystal, and you were drawn to Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless, number 15. This is going to be your message all about the blessings our ancestors have for you in 2022. All right, so let's talk about the blessings coming forward for you from your ancestors. All right, keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I have made an offering to your ancestors, and the ancestors came to me last week and asked me to do this reading, so that's what I'm doing. All right, ancestors, what do you have for my group two? What do you have for my group two? Okay, we had 3 cards just pop out. Okay, we have Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. We have successful career, happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. All right, that's great. That is awesome. Sorry if I'm touching the mic. Star, the silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity. Group 2, you got good stuff. I'm going to pull this a little forward for me. My arms are short. So let's see what else is going on for you guys. Okay, so you bring light to the world. Let your light shine. There's some kind of miracle that's brewing for you in your career. You're going to be blessed with good luck from your ancestors. You're just going to find that things kind of just start to flow for you. You may question it. You may have some doubt about it. The sunstone is a stone of strength too. So you're very strong. You've probably already been through a lot. Okay, I'm going to get some cards from the Dream Discernment deck. This is from the Abyss Tarot as well. So let's get a few cards here. Give me a few cards. This deck has some interesting questions that the ancestors really liked. I'm going to get those bottom 2. Let's see what came forward here. We have Duck. Do you feel like it's not easy for you to fit in around your peers? So you're different. I'm hearing that song. Who sings? It's a like a rap song. I'm different. Hey, look, I'm not a singer, all right? I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Anyway, you guys probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're different. And I feel like your difference is why you shine. You may feel like, oh no, I don't want my difference to shine. Yes, honey, in 2023, you need to let your difference sparkle. You need to let your difference speak volumes, okay? That's where your abundance is going to come from. That difference makes you stand out, helps you fill up the room with your energy. Okay, we have braces, all right? Are you speaking harsh of others without a filter? Okay. So little advice here from the ancestors. Just watch how you speak about other people, because more people are watching you. More people are listening to you. So it's really important that you just watch in general your words and be sure that they're well placed, okay? Also, watch your attitude about yourself, honey. Don't speak negatively about yourself. You're not trying to feed this world right now that's already just energetically releasing negativity, more negativity, okay? Mentally, it's not good for us to give ourselves more negative talk, okay? Give yourself some positive reinforcement, okay? I feel like group 2, you've come a long way. This energy on the table tells me that. You don't get to like good luck, things lining up for you, successful career energy. You are the light of the world. You don't shine in this energy without doing work. Okay, it just doesn't happen. So either you guys have been working on this for a while, or you're about to really start digging deep and working really hard. Okay. All right. We have stars. Okay, you have star and stars. Are your friends with you in sorrow or just during happy times in life? Okay, watch who's only around you when you're happy. If people, the ones who tend to tick off when you are having a rough time, are they really your friend? It's a question. I know it blows. I know it blows. It's just a question. Who sticks around for you? Who is down for you when you're having trouble being down for yourself? If you're always down for everyone else, if you're always there for everyone else when they're having a hard time, and if this is at work, think about who's there for you at work and who's not. You need, for some of you, there's something about work here that you need to be cautious about. There may be someone speaking negatively of you who appears to be a friend. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on with braces here and stars. I feel like you're going to be shining more at work, and you may have more people speak about you because they're jealous of your energy. They're jealous of your work ethic. That won't resonate for all of you, but just take what resonates here. There is a miraculous energy that is flowing into your life, okay? So I'm feeling like if you haven't started your side hustle, I know some of you guys have been thinking about it. Some of you guys have been thinking about like starting a lash business or getting trained in lashes to expand your business or learn new techniques and some kind of skill. Some of you just want to start a side business of some kind. You don't really know what it is. Some of you guys want to add services or something, or you want to go back and get educated in a new pathway. All this energy on the table tells me you need to shoot your shot. Okay, because you have a lot of positive energy around you right now. You're being supported by your ancestors. This is the year to do it. Okay, this is the year for you to start it. Start researching. How do you get started? What do you need to do? I will use YouTube as an example, okay, because I think it's a great example. There is a huge learning curve on YouTube, okay? First of all, how do you make a video? How do you even make a video? And there's a difference between like just making a video and uploading it and like editing it, putting it together, putting music with it. There's a whole learning curve. And when do you upload it? And how do you upload it? And how do you do all the stuff to it? Like, you just have to get started to learn all that stuff. And you can apply that to anything, like starting an Etsy shop. How do you start an Etsy shop? How do you upload stuff? You know, you may not want to work with Etsy right now because a lot of people are having trouble with their Etsy shop. But I'm just using examples. There is a whole learning curve with a lot of things, be it your own business or going to college or whatever it is. And I'm getting like whatever you've been thinking of doing, group 2, if you haven't started it, you need to get on that train, okay? I'm hearing you need to get on the bullet train because you're going to be shot, like slingshotted to success. Your ancestors want you to do it. Now, I hear some of you are busy, and I get that, but make one day. I've given this advice before, and I know that I've applied it in my own life, and it has gotten me to where I am, which, you know, granted, isn't where I want to be, but I am so happy to be where I am. I'm at a much happier, much healthier place than I've ever been as far as my health goes. So I would say I'm much better off. But making time, like one day a week if you can, 1 hour a day even, like whatever you can squeeze in your schedule to work on your dream, your goal, will help you manifest more time and more energy once you see the pathway. Some of you guys just need to see your pathway. That's really what it boils down to. And you can't see your pathway unless you make time for it. Now, those of you who have already been working at this stuff, now 2023, it's going to be time for you to shift it into the next gear. Okay, some of you guys are going into the next phase of your manifestation. For some of you, you're in phase 2. For others, you're going into phase 3, etc., etc. Okay. Some of you guys, you're going to be working harder. You're going to be putting in more time. But you're also going to be seeing more stuff coming your way. For some of you guys, there's going to be a shift in your career. No reversals. Ace of Wands, this came out in group 1. Okay, the patient god, fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair and helps one be patient. This seems like a weird energy for Ace of Wands because I don't feel like Ace of Wands is very patient. Ace of Wands feels like it's very passionate, a lot of inspiration, a lot of forward movement. And I feel like this is in an area where you're going to feel inspired. And this may be something, if you've been working on this for a while, you may not feel like you've been real inspired. You may have been coasting through, you know. I know the last few months, for me personally, and I know for a lot of people, especially the last 30 days, has been about rest. It's kind of been about like doing your thing, but not pushing, and kind of resting the mind, because a lot of us have been doing some very deep healing in the last 30 to 60 days. And I feel like coming into 2023, we're going to see that rest period end, and we're going to go forward with a lot of inspiration, a lot of new passion, new vigor. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of fertility as far as creativity. Now, side note, and I don't say this very often, but for some of you guys who are wanting to conceive, you're fixing to enter into a time of like fertility. Okay? Good time to make babies is when it's storming outside, when it's snowing, and when it's, you know what I'm saying? So on into spring, there's going to be a fertility. All right. So for you guys who are trying to, and that means babies also birthing something new, right? So that thing you've been thinking of, I feel like your ancestors are like, tell them to do it. I am. I am. I'm trying. I'm doing all I can. I'm doing all I can. All right, let's get some more cards for you guys. Tell me more about group 2. 5 of Cups. God, King, and Ruler. Prosperity, destruction of the enemy, and deliverance from bondage. Okay. So you've got a few blocks here. Hey, don't we all? Right? We all have got stuff that blocks our path. If we didn't, life would be boring. Right? So you've had blocks to your prosperity. 5 of Cups, about grief, about loss, about what was, about failure, you know, about what coulda, woulda, shoulda, about past decisions, right? Let's get into this 5 of Cups energy. Okay, we have, is this me? All right. So some of you guys are in a job that you're like, I don't feel like this is where I belong. I don't resonate with this, because you've changed. Your energy has changed. Okay. You may not be fitting in with the people at work. You may not be fitting your partner. Your life just may not feel like it fits anymore. Don't judge yourself for that. Okay. We grow. Humans grow, we change. And what you need in your career, what you need in your partnership, what you need in your friendships may have changed. Don't judge yourself for that. Okay. There are reasons why. You know, when you're on a spiritual growth pathway, when you're manifesting new things in your life, don't be surprised when your life no longer fits. And for many of us, we've grown so much that our internal world and our external world no longer match. And for group 2 in 2023, there is adjustments going to be made. Your outside world is going to start to reflect your inner. The inner world is going to manifest the outer world in a more positive way, probably than you've ever seen. It's going to be a beautiful thing, all right? And it's okay to ask yourself these questions. You know, is this me? Is this who I want to be? Is this authentically me? Does this feed me, or does this make me feel stagnant? Can I be creative here? Do I feel free here? Yes, we all have to work to make money. So, you know, don't quit your job. You know, don't give up your paycheck, but make room for this other thing. All right? Okay. Now, I'm not going to pull any more of those for now. Let's go back to the tarot. Tell me more for group 2. What else do they need to know for 2023, ancestors? What else do they need to know? Okay, I got 2 cards. Oh, I'm going to take all these. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups, God of the just judge. Contemplation makes the truth known in legal proceedings. Okay, so if you have any kind of legal proceedings going on, you're going to prevail. Okay, it's going to be victorious. Any contracts that come up for you to sign, any collaborations with others, things like that, I feel like they're going to be very positive, but be sure to get representation. Be sure to read the contract and adjust it as it needs to be adjusted. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. All right. The quickly forgiving God, love and submission cures illness, influences paternal love, gives long life. Okay, I feel like there's forgiveness coming for you. Justice, the invocable God, justice, makes truth known in court cases, causes innocence to prevail. Okay, and we have the star, God the just, clemency, equilibrium, protects against attacks in the courts. Okay, there's a lot of court talk here. Okay, what I'm feeling like as far as money goes, it's like your justice is coming in money. I feel like for group 2, you may have been dealt like a harsh blow with this heartache and money. Like you may have always struggled. You may have been the kind of person who always tried. You've always just made ends meet, and maybe lately you haven't even been able to do that because it's been tense. It's been intense. Food is expensive, gas is expensive, everything is super expensive right now. And I feel like you have a lot of the star energy. We have stars. So I feel like you're being rewarded. Your ancestors are rewarding you for getting through this really tough time. And it's like you have the Five of Cups here, but you haven't allowed the Five of Cups to take you down. You haven't allowed the worry, the regret, the feeling of failure. Because I feel like some of you guys are overcoming this failure with this miracle. Okay. It's like you keep moving forward. You keep pressing on in under this really intense energy of oppression. And I feel like it's affecting, your money. And a lot of people are feeling that way. You can be really successful in your career right now and still struggle to pay your rent. That's how it's working out right now. Like you can be like super successful in your area, but it doesn't feel like it because your rent is like $4,000 and, milk is like $5 a jug. It's really hard to feel successful when the money that used to more than get you by now barely get you to the next month. So, there may be that issue going on that like your career feels like it's really going well. Also, if you guys are trying to start your own business, you may have feel like it's kind of stalled out. Maybe it's not moving as quickly as you would like it. The miracles are endless. There is a miraculous energy coming around this block here in money and finances and career. Okay, there's going to be movement. You have got the star here 3 times. These cards have been talking about justice for you. Your good karma is coming through. You have major good karma coming to you. Like this is what you want to see in a 2023 reading. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of inspiration. I would say be hopeful. Be hopeful. Even if the pantry seems bare. Okay. I know it's hard, but at least you got some oatmeal. All right. Like stay hopeful. Try to see what you do have. I know this is hard. I have been in this situation. And what can happen here is if you ask your ancestors to shift your view, allow them to shift your view to help you see what you do have, because that in itself is miraculous. I remember being bedbound. Okay, this is in 2019. And I asked my guides at the time, I asked them, please shift my perspective. So instead of me seeing stacks of boxes, because I lived in a hoarded house, stacks of boxes and overwhelm and blocks, help me see resources and possibility. And that's exactly what happened. It took a while. So what happened was part of me getting up out of bed after being bedbound with lupus, I started unpacking boxes. And in those boxes were things I forgot I had. Those things became resources. I found all kinds of stuff that I didn't know I had anymore that I needed. So I had more than I thought I had, but it was all packed away from all the times of moving and not unpacking. And I began to shift my view of possibility, which made it easier, even though it was very difficult, for me to get up, because for every year you're in bed, there's a percentage less chance, I forgot what the percentage is, but it's pretty high, of you ever getting up out of bed. So the odds were stacked against me, but just that little bit of switch of perspective was enough to help me completely start to change my view of my life. That is what we're talking about here. Asking your ancestors to help you see the diamonds in the rough, to help you see the treasures that you do have. It helps you be grateful for what you do have, even in tough times. And I understand, like, I've gone without. I know what it's like to count pennies to put gas in your gas tank. I understand that. I understand poverty. I understand what that's like. So, I don't want you to ever think that I am like hating on someone's struggle, or I am trying to be, callous about it. I understand what it's like to struggle and suffer, but I want you to know that your ancestors want to help you overcome this obstacle, and it's going to feel like a miracle. I know when I started to see things in my life kind of revealed to me, it felt miraculous, because there were things around me that I never even thought about before. And then I started to see my own gifts. And believe me, when my guides were like, Amy, you could get on YouTube. You could share your gifts. I was like, huh? You want me to what? That's how it all starts, with this little thought here. And I feel like that is what a lot of you are going to get with your career. You're going to get that little nudge to change a job, that little nudge if you have a business to do this thing differently, or go on that platform, or to carry this item, or to do your candle this way. It's going to be a little nudge that is literally going to open up. I'm seeing the yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz. Like, just open that up for you in a way you've never seen before. It's going to be crystal clear and in Technicolor. Okay, you're going to feel driven and inspired, and you're going to feel very creative. You're going to feel in flow. And let me tell you something, there is a level of happiness that happens in life when you're in flow. You just get to a place where you're satisfied, because you see that, yes, I don't have a lot of stuff in my cupboard, but I got oatmeal and I have brown sugar, so I'm going to eat tonight. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shifting of seeing the universe as a place of plenty, a place of having your back. And as you see how the universe has your back, the universe, your ancestors may not have your back how you think they should. But as you begin to see how the universe does have your back, how your ancestors do have your back, you'll begin to see how it unfolds more and more how you want them to. Okay. And you'll begin to understand the wisdom there, because there is a wisdom, because you're learning and you're growing. And you're creating your life as you go, your experiences. All right, let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about these blessings. There is a miraculous energy around you for 2023. We have watch and wait. When this card comes out of this deck, it feels like the Temperance card. And I know the Temperance card can be about, like blessings and things like that, waiting, hope, and, all those good things. But it also can, that patience. And I don't have great patience. I have good patience, but they're not great. And whenever I see that card, I'm always like, wait and see. So you're going to have some patience here, okay? Justice is coming. Your good karma is coming, but it's going to come in its own time. You can't rush it. Okay? All right. We have know your worth. This is very important. Know your worth, star. You have star energy, okay? You have energy that's going to catch people's attention. Do not allow people to take advantage of you. You are more talented. You have more to offer the world, life, your employers, clients, etc., than you think. And it may be time for you to check your value, okay? You may not be asking enough money for your products or services. When you go apply for a job, you may not be asking for enough money. If you're not getting paid enough for what you're worth, go seek other employment. That doesn't mean quit your job. It means it's time to put your resume out there. Okay. This is also about knowing your worth in relationships, knowing your worth, period. 2023 may really be, because when you have issues with money and with having enough resources, it will affect your self-worth. If you have grown up in poverty or haven't had enough, or even if you've had enough as a child, but as an adult, you haven't, you've had to go through cycles of poverty and that kind of thing, it does affect your self-worth. You can start to feel like you're not worthy of having good things, and that's healing for you in 2023. It's a miraculous type healing because you begin to understand your worth, how priceless and precious you are. You're priceless, you're precious, and you need to treat yourself as such. Group 2, you need to be better to yourself. Treat yourself well. Okay, as well as you can in the situation you're in. Okay, we have sweet results await. Be spirit. Okay, so some sweet things are coming to you. I just want you to notice card 53, card 54. Okay, so I feel like signs for you will be numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Numbers in a row like that are going to be signs that you're on the right path, that you've made the right moves. Also, bees, seahorses, even skunks may be signs of alignment. There is some very sweet things coming to you in 2023. Okay, so, and I know a lot of you for group 2 are having a rough time, and it's hard to kind of imagine that, and I get it. Okay, but don't allow the grief and worry about your situation to keep you from moving. Don't allow it to make you stagnant. Whatever you do, keep going forward. It's okay to have doubts. It's okay to not be sure. In moments of doubt and worry, reach out to your ancestors. They want to help you break through and go to the next level of your manifestation, but in your career, your business, whatever this hustle is, this career move that they're trying to break you through with star energy to the next layer of your manifestation. So a lot of positive energy for you, group 2, in your career for 2023. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day and a joyful new year. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the tiger's eye and you were drawn to the badger spirit, be fearless and bold. This is going to be your reading all about the blessings your ancestors have for you in 2023. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. That did not want to shuffle. Okay, so badger spirit. All right, so be fearless and bold. Okay. Sounds like you're going to have an exciting year, group 3. 4 can be a number of building foundations. We have tree of life, true wisdom, and making good choices in life. Yeah, it feels like a leap is coming. You're going to have to make a choice. Okay, tell me more. Ancestors, I have made an offering to the ancestors for this reading. They came to me last week and asked me to do this reading, so that's why we're doing it. Okay. Okay, we have insight. Opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. All right, so you're going to need to lean on your intuition with this decision. It's going to be bold. You're going to have to make a bold choice to get this going. Okay, this one kind of popped up. We have star, and this came out for group 2. The silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity. Okay, I feel like this leap is going to bring you a lot of good luck, being in the right place at the right time, the right people seeing you, that kind of thing. All right, so let's get into the Dream Discernment Tarot deck. This is from the Abyss Tarot. Rosie was so kind to send me this deck along with a few other ones. All right, tell me more, ancestors, about group 3, about this leap. Being fearless and bold. I'm hearing let people see you. And then there's cussing that follows. I'm seeing an older lady. She's dark complected. She's sitting in a rocking chair, and she's got a gray dress on, and she's cussing, And she's saying, basically, get out of your own damn way. You need to stop blocking yourself. You're blocking your abundance. You're blocking your star. You're blocking your starlight. They can't see your starlight because you block it. You get in your own way from this. You have a lot to say and a lot to give. I feel like I'm channeling her energy right now. We have spring. Are you becoming more active in life to keep from missing opportunities? Spring. Are you becoming more active in life to keep from missing opportunities? There's something very important coming for you guys in spring. Okay, tell me more. Man, she's got like, I'm feeling like Grandma Moses energy. Man, she is wise. I'm just humbled by this ancestor. We have no's. Are those in your environment having too many opinions? You are listening to other motherfucking people. I'm just going to say what she's saying to me. You know, you're listening to other motherfucking people. You're letting other people's opinions block you from your abundance, block you from your life purpose. Your life purpose is to be seen. Damn it. So be seen so you can get about the business of your life. Stop stalling. Stop running from your destiny. Cup. Who do you need to reconnect with? Okay, Cup. Who do you need to reconnect with? Is it yourself? Listen, you know who the fuck you are. Okay? You know who you are. You don't need anyone to tell you. You don't need these busybodies to tell you who you are. You know who you are, and just do it. Just be who you are. Live in the peace of who you are and do that thing. Do that thing you've always wanted to do. Do it. You have so many ancestors. I see a choir. Your ancestors are singing for some reason. You have singing ancestors. Some of them are dancing. Some of them are very talented. There's a lot of talent here, and they're asking me to get more of these cards. Okay. And they want you to come out and shine. They want you to come out and let other people see you. I think you may be an introvert. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. You may have introverted tendencies, but your life purpose and some of your natal chart placements kind of put you out there. So you're having an internal battle because your internal, like your moon or something is or it may be like what you've been through keeps you introverted, but your life calling is this extroverted energy. Okay. We have skunk. Are you feeling guilt for having to defend yourself from someone you didn't want to? Are you feeling guilty for being who you are? You shouldn't. You shouldn't feel bad for being who you are. You don't owe anyone an explanation for who you are. People do not have to understand you. It's none of their fucking business who you are. If they don't understand you, fine. I'm not for you. It's that simple. Listen, the day that you accept the fact that not everyone's going to like you is the day you walk into your power, because not everyone's going to like you. And a lot of people don't like you for shallow reasons. Okay? They don't like your hair. They don't like the way you talk. They don't like this. They don't like that. Because those people, when people don't like you for shallow reasons, there's a lot of internal bullshit that they're dealing with. They're dealing with their own self-hatred. They judge themselves every day they look in the mirror. So it's easier for them to kind of project that shit onto other people than to look in the mirror and see their own like rotten core that they need to deal with. So don't take on other people's bullshit. Don't listen to other people. Just don't listen to it. You know, like if you have, like on your social platforms, if you have social media, you know, block the haters, delete that bullshit. You don't have to take that energy on. It's not your responsibility. You don't have to interact with that shit. Same thing in real life. If you have friends and family who are haters, you need to renegotiate that relationship. Because you know what? They don't deserve to be in your life, honey. I'm sorry, but they don't. They don't deserve you. Okay, we have church. Are you questioning if your beliefs are yours or what you've been told? Boom. Now, some of you guys, I'm feeling an energy of like hoodoo, voodoo, swamp witch, like Appalachian, like people of the earth, folk magic here. Okay, like very strong presence, like root work. Okay, magic here. I feel like this is like ancestor energy. Some of these ancestors you don't know, this goes back hundreds, maybe even thousands of years for some of you guys. All right. And I feel like there are blessings coming forward because your ancestors were very gifted. They were very talented. I'm also feeling like literally, like some of your ancestors like entertained royalty. Some of you guys have Leo in your chart. Leo, I know. Hey, I got Leo in my chart. All right. Leo in your chart is a blessing. Okay, you've been blessed with a certain kind of something. And your ancestors want you to use that certain kind of something to get you to the next level. Okay, you are meant to use that to help yourself and to help your family. But you need to decide whose family, who has been down for you. Who has got your back? Who has believed in you when no one else has? When you've been in tears trying to do this thing, when you've been in tears trying to overcome, when you've been in tears trying to deal with trauma, who's been there for you? That's your family, honey. Yeah, that's your family, okay? And we have Santa Claus. Okay. Are you struggling to find the joy in your life as you did as a child? What lights you up? What lights you up? What do you want to do? You already know. Some of you guys are already working on this. All right. And you have taken the long way around out of fear of being rejected. Yes, there are people who are going to reject you, honey. When you put yourself out there, yes, there are some people who are going to say, oh, that's bullshit. You don't have any talent. Or, oh, you're not that smart. You can't do this job. Or, because this isn't necessarily people who are on stage or in front of people. It could be a job you really want to do really bad, or a business or something like that. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean you're an actor, okay? Could be a lot of different things. But Leos tend to, they're the bright sun. The sun is their planet. So you tend to shine in whatever area you tend to go into, okay? But you need to stop hiding your shine. It's like you are the motherfucking sun. Whether you're Leo or not, group 3, you have the energy of a star. You can't hide this. You can put all the shadow you want around it. You can put on that heavy coat and try to hide it. But you can't, because this kind of light will break through the darkness. You're different. It's okay. Your difference is what is going to pull people to you, all right? Tell me more, ancestors. Be fearless and bold. When the time comes, when you have to make choices, make the fearless and bold choice. We're not saying making choices that, cause your livelihood in question, but making choices that make you uncomfortable, that make you feel like you have to be more bold in the choice, that make you feel like you have to be fearless to do it because you're having to face some kind of fear within yourself, mostly about being seen, about being heard, about no longer playing small. Group 3, that's really the root of all this, isn't it? You've been playing small. What are you playing small for? I mean, I understand it, but why? You have absolutely nothing to lose by playing big, by being you, fully you. Fuck the world. Be who you are. The people who are meant for you will find you. The people who hate on you, that's their problem, not yours. Live in your truth. The 9 of Swords. You're just worried to death about it, aren't you? You just have so much fear about it. I think alone behind closed doors, you know your talent. Like you've seen it alone. You've experienced it, whatever this is, whatever area. But you worry about what people will think, what will happen. You need to stop worrying and trust. Look how far you've come. Have you been trusting your intuition? Have you been provided for this far? Are you able to watch this video? If you're able to watch this video, then you've been supported in some kind of way to get here, to watch this video, okay? This worry and grief, the time has come to release the worry and grief. Go all in. Here's what I'm hearing. I'm literally seeing this woman like crouch forward, and she's like, go all in or go home. You're at the crossroads. You either need to go all in or go home. The Nine of Swords is the comforting God, purification, protection from the impious, religious sentiments. Your ancestors have your back. Do you trust your journey? Do you trust your intuition? That's really what this is all about. The game of life would not be interesting and challenging if everything was easy. Okay? If everything was easy, everyone would do it. We have a Nine of Cups on those Nine of Swords. Okay? So when I get Nine of Cups and Nine of Swords, I have union here. Okay? We have swords and cups. Masculine, divine feminine, union. And then we also have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. God, the kindest giver. Healing, preserves health, cures disease. This is like wish fulfillment. Turning worry into manifestations, healthy manifestations. I'm filling this little card here. We have no reversals, by the way. The Nine of Pentacles, the praiseworthy God. Light of understanding acquires knowledge, cures illness. You get a new beginning. This is a new beginning. You know what? It feels like next level beginning of wish fulfillment. It's been slow moving, but it's stable. Knight of Swords. I said slow moving, and then we have the Knight of Swords. You know, that can be an aggressive knight. Intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. The all-pervading God. Knight of Swords. Let's get these last two cards here. We have Page of Pentacles, God sung above all, loyalty, allegiance, friendship, and reconciliation. We have the Magician, the generous God, spiritual wisdom and magic, helps one gain wisdom and discovers hidden secrets. So this is your manifestation coming to fruition because you decided to stop playing small. Your ancestors want you to stop playing small. Stop being so safe. Start being bold with your decisions and your actions. If you want to win big, you got to play big. If you're the star, you got to act like the star. You got to make star moves. In whatever career field this is, it's really interesting because basically these three readings have been about career for 2023. It's been about money. I think it's because the collective has basically been worried about money because of all the crazy things going on in the world about resources, money, everything's so expensive. And so everybody's worried about money. You're going to see manifestations happen when you follow your instinct and your intuition. And you make the decision that, I'm not saying threatens your livelihood, but it makes you uncomfortable. It puts you into an uncomfortable place. Being uncomfortable is often the realm of where magic happens. It's new energy. We've never been there before. We're expanding our energy and it feels weird. It feels uncomfortable. That's how you know you're growing. That's how you know you're changing. That's how you know your frequency is changing for the better because it feels weird. It feels uncomfortable. You've never been there before. You're facing something big. It's a turning point. And once you make these bold and fearless moves, you may be drawn to make more bold and fearless moves. I feel like group 3, it's really important that you follow your intuition, you make these bold and fearless moves, and you stop hiding who you are. And the people around you who do not support you, they don't have positivity about what you're doing, or they block you in some way, it's time for you to renegotiate those relationships, because I feel like they are part of the issue. They make you doubt yourself. 2023 is not your time to doubt yourself. Okay? Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt this manifestation. Don't doubt it. Lean into it. Okay? Ask your ancestors to help you. I'm hearing they're there for you. Okay? Some of you guys, you may be into root work or something like that. Hoodoo, voodoo, some kind of folk magic. You may be being drawn to it. If you are, that won't be for all of you, but those of you who are, I encourage you to look into it, okay, if it aligns with you. If not, then that's not for you, all right? But if you feel drawn to it, it's time, because your ancestors are going to speak to you through this work, okay? Everybody's different, so. Okay, we have take time out. Do not burn yourself out. When you see things begin to manifest, it doesn't mean work yourself to death is going to keep it going. Okay, that's not how it works. All right, a lot of times when you start seeing your manifestations happen, it's a call for you to show the universe, show your ancestors that you understand balance. You understand that now is the time for balance. Now is the time to work and rest and play and nurture and self-care, just like you were before it started to pop, right? Before things started to flow in your way, before this good luck started to really manifest for you. It will keep it flowing. These two. Know your worth. Okay, we got that in group 2, I believe. And we have life is a mystery. Listen. There's a Leo energy with Bobcat spirit. Know your worth, okay? I feel like it's really important that you don't undervalue yourself, money-wise, okay? It's really important that you don't have people in your life who undervalue you, all right? And then we have Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. You are not going to be able to figure out how this magic manifests, like how it's going to come, okay? It's going to come how it is going to come, okay? It's going to be a wonderful, beautiful surprise that really is catalysted by your bold moves, by your fearlessness, by your just being like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to be who I am, and I just surrender to the universe and my ancestors, and I'm going to allow the universe to kind of unfold my path, and I am in the energy of receiving these gifts from the universe because I am the star, and I'm no longer going to stand in my way. I'm just going to be who I am and receive. If you can do those things, man, 2023 is really going to be a wonderful and beautiful and interesting mystery that unfolds for you, Group 3. All right, Group 3, that is the message of the blessings of 2023 coming forward for you from your ancestors. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a message in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to see more videos like this one, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. I hope you have a happy new year, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.